above the UK, Bill Gates, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is at the top of those who are funding it. And actually, he said he will increase that funding from around 800 and something million dollars to $2 billion per year. You know, and the other funders are United Kingdom, United States of America, Netherlands, World Bank, Australia, European Commission, Switzerland, Sweden, Norway, India, Canada, China, and others, and even New Zealand, and there are others who are clustered into one. But the reason for this is to make sure that at the end of the day, we have one agriculture, centralized agriculture, where the all the researches are geared towards getting seeds. If it is maize, it is one kind of a maize or one type of a maize for a particular region, and then another one for a particular region, but then being controlled from one central place. And they would want to call it of course it is going to be overseen by one common board, you know, that is merging all the others to become, part of one agriculture. One agriculture. That one agriculture has another name. It is AKA Gates Ag 1. Gates Ag 1. Ag AG. That is Gates Agriculture 1. And let me tell you, the reason why I picked a little bit of this is so that I may mention to you that we are in the very end times, and wherever I told you sometimes back when the GMO debate um, you know was raging, I told you that I have a problem with the presence of Bill Gates in that entire equation, and even choosing to rush into Kenya. And that's why I'm sounding a warning, as the Lord has woken me to this realization and given me a message, even to our president and to the entire government of the Republic of Kenya. It is good for you to know that we are a nation of revival. Anybody that will try to go against what God has ordained for us as a country, God will go against them. It doesn't matter whether you are now in good books with God. If you try to push things that God is not pushing for our nation, then God will drop you and pick the one that will stand with what God wants done in our country. It is the agenda of God that brought this government into power. That agenda of God, if it doesn't find a proper sitting ground with our leaders, then God is not short of people. He has more than enough replacements for anybody. There is nobody that is indispensable when it comes to God doing what He wants to do in any nation, in any place. He has done it in the past. He is able to do it now and in the future. It is always good to be sensitive to know when God wants to do something in a country and not to allow some players to come in and try to destroy that. Listen, even the people in Makueni, where one of the places where Bill Gates went to, do you know, as we are quiet and things are moving, already the seeds for trial are being supplied to farmers, and it is going to be used to see how did it respond. How did it respond? Much of the seeds that have been given, people have been speculating whether it is GMO or not GMO. If you saw Bill Gates there, then be sure it is GMO seed. And just 2 days after the man left Makueni residents received 96 million Kenya shillings worth of improved seeds of improved seeds, not just improved seeds, GMO seeds. And so they are planting them to try and see whether they can, how they are going to respond, how they are going to respond. The distribution was done just 2 days after Microsoft founder Bill Gates toured the region and advocated the use of genetically modified organisms. So he cannot be advocating for that and then leave something else, because he is today, he has been working towards that seed bank. He has the largest in the world, and then he is also buying land where he can plant the same. So when he sees those big tracts of land, you know what he's thinking about. It is good for us to know that, especially those semi-arid regions, these seeds, in Makueni was very strategic, because for 4 seasons there was no rainfall. There was no rainfall. But what we need in Makueni County, it is not GMO. No. If we add water in Makueni, and we have our lands, well watered, then some of the land is virgin land, and it can produce even without fertilizer, and you can be able to harvest throughout the year. So it is not GMO to save, it is water. So if we get water, that is the beginning place. It is not much. It doesn't need rocket science for people to know how to produce